One of the things I wanted to bring up to is, again, we launched Chomp and Puck, and we talked about Tyler Bertuzzi. But it looks like some of the reports, am I right, have come out that Detroit isn't looking to move Bertuzzi at the deadline, which is a good thing. I guess, Neil, what were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to hear it, no question about it. I don't know that anything is, quote, off the table when Yzerman's involved.
Right.
And, if the certain deal presents itself. It's unfortunate because you look at the season he's had. There's been tons of injuries. I know it like he's warming up a little bit right now, but the resume's still the resume for this season. So if the deal presents itself where there's value, with him, though, it makes it hard because if you're going in, and we'll know the answers in less than 3 weeks. We'll know the answers. If you do not move him, you do run the risk of losing him for nothing. But at the same time, we won't know, right? Because I've always said this all along. With Yzerman, with Larkin, if he's not dealt before the trade deadline, he's staying. And they're going to sign him. And
right.
that's it. It's a two-outcome possibility. There's one of two outcomes. Either they trade him or they're going to sign him. And if the trade deadline comes and goes and he's here, they're signing him. They'll figure out a way. Bertuzzi, I'm not as sure. Because I don't know. And look, we, the collective, us, you guys, everything in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, when we've discussed Bertuzzi, there's been a lot of variation when we've discussed Bertuzzi. Going back to the COVID thing, going back to the injuries this year, going back to how does he fit. That's what a lot of people talked about. I always say there's room for 30-goal scorers at the right price. And what I do like about this time, D-Mac, is you can't cheat the reality of the situation because his resume is his resume. And, yes, he will be a $7-ish million a year guy. He's got 30-goal seasons on the resume, yeah?
Okay.
Those are hard to come by.
Oh, absolutely.
And he ain't taking a pay cut.
I would not. I would not think so. I guess at the end of the day, it's the same thing as that. It's the hashtag Wiser plan. But when you hear stuff like this, the other thing you hear out is that Stevie's been quoted that he likes him as a player and part of this team. Now that doesn't mean financials will get done, but I guess maybe. To me, it for everybody, if we want to look at any signs out there, what's this tell me? That this tells me that maybe the things are in the works and this is part of the future. So, again, it hasn't changed the way he's played. I think what we're seeing is that the injuries, the stops and starts last year, whatever else, he needed time to come back. But I think that consistently, somebody mentioned, 4 points last 2 games, but it's just the way that tenacity on the puck and getting back. And when you have Dylan Larkin playing as well as he can, you see why. I brought up a stat last week about, Bertuzzi's, the minus, and he's only got, now he's got 3 goals or whatever. But when he's in the lineup, Dylan Larkin's production is off the charts. I'm going to guess it's probably 23 or 24 games, and he's got close to 35 points. What I'm saying is there's continuity there.